welcome to another video. And as usual, before I get started, go ahead and smash that like and subscribe if you're new to this content. And to my current subscribers, I appreciate you guys more, let's just get right to it. So I was able to step away for a few days actually to do some work and actually do some international traveling. And I was able to, on the way back, flying in, listen to all of the YouTube videos in reference to Safemoon and listen to everybody's point of view. We do know that John actually, his legal team is trying to get him bail. We know the appellate court in New York is trying to stop that from happening because they consider him to be a flight risk and a risk to the community, as well as they have doubts that he may not follow through on a lot of things that the court saying that he must not do. Okay, that is the short skinny of the story. But in listening to the different videos, I heard different point of views, but I consider myself to be the lone wolf because I'm going to be the only person that's actually going to be talking about Safemoon in the positive light, because as an investor, I'm never going to actually talk bad about my investment. I am invested in Bitcoin, which is actually doing well, Ethereum, ADA, SHIB, Safemoon right now, as well as I have BBTF. But let's look at the big picture here, because knowing the fact that everybody's talking bad about Safemoon, and they have a right, okay? They have a right until proven guilty, okay? Compelling evidence, but again, until proven guilty, then we'll go from there, okay? Sam Bankman-Fried got bail, and he has done a heck of a lot, and he has actually defrauded billions, even more than Bernie Madoff, okay? So they're going to use the same template that they tried Sam Bankman-Fried. So without a doubt, there's a 80% chance, and I could be wrong, that John is actually going to get bail, okay? And he's going to fly down here to Florida. Now, what's that going to do to the Safemoon community? Hey, it's actually going to give a little bit of a relief, but we know what John is actually up against. But, let's just think with this for a minute, because, a lot of people that did those videos, they were basically repeating themselves. And I was trying to see if I can see anything significant. This is the reason why I like to sit down and reason in reference to different things that are happening. And one, whenever a CEO is actually, let's say, incarcerated, it actually creates a vacuum in a company. What is known as a corporate vacuum. Means that it sucks the air out of the staff, where they're scrambling, they're not sure what to do. There's nobody in place to go ahead and actually promote to be maybe a COO, to actually turn into be a chief executive officer. The next thing that happens is that the reputation of the company tends to take a hit too. And with the reputation, it actually affects the price, because it looks as if it's damaged good. All these things happen in corporate America. Now, looking to see if all the YouTubers are going to go through it. Some just touch onto it. But when you're actually talking about a situation that's actually going on, you have to go ahead and talk about the whole story when dealing with somebody that's actually running pretty much a corporation. The next thing that happens is there's going to be legal costs. All right? Holders are going to become concerned. Investors are going to become concerned. There's going to be a lot of media that's actually going to go in and stress concern too, because news sells, negative news sells, and it actually gets even more and more people involved. But what they don't understand is that when you bring negativity to a story, you actually add publicity, so it actually gets even more known. So the name that Safemoon had to what it is today, yes, it's big. Now, it got bigger based on bad publicity, without a doubt, without bad publicity, but it actually spread the name out even more, given the fact that now everybody's getting to know what is Safemoon, who is John Crony, and the story. It's going to read like a story. Another thing that's happening is that the company is actually going to get a lot of regulatory scrutiny, all right? Where in cases like this, yes, they're going to want to look at the books, they want to look at the accounting, they want to know who else was involved in all of these different things that were alleged, all right, until proven guilty. They're going to look at all these different things, all right? Again, the price will fall, okay? Price will fall, and then as a result, that's where people like myself now do the evaluation if we're going to go ahead and invest in something. Guys, remember, Warren Buffett, he always says that it is wise for an investor to be fearful when others are greedy, all right? And to be greedy when others are fearful. This is when I come in like an eagle. And that's why I keep telling you guys, I'm a lone wolf, and this is how investors think. All right? Everybody else are going to be running for the hills because they see a little bit of smoke, because they know after smoke there's going to be fire. All right? This is where I come in. I see an opportunity. And let's say, for example, John does, in fact, is proven guilty. All right? Let's just open up that can of worms. Let's just say if it happens, okay? Let's say John gets to 45 years. By the time he comes out, he'll be 67 years old. You know, not really too old, okay? But we don't know what his lifestyle would be when he comes out. But we're not anticipating that that's going to happen. It's innocent and proven guilty. But a lot of people are not looking at the opportunity in which I look at as an investor. Now, nobody can tell me how to spend my money because nobody was there when I bought my home, bought my cars, bought my real estate, and maybe one or two actually didn't turn out. Nobody was there, all right, to tell me how to spend my money. So nobody can tell me how to spend my money on what I'm doing right now. Nobody can chart how much money I'm going to make and what other investments and what other project I'm going to go out to go even make even more money. So I don't let FUD actually bother me. I make every decision calculating on what I'm thinking at this given time. And when I did pull away, if you guys look back, I never did talk negative about Safemoon. It was more of that, I was a bit too close. I want to pull back and look to see what's going on. And when I did zoom out and I saw something and I saw that opportunity, I came back in charging and I went ahead and tripled my bag. Now, again, none of this is financial for you guys to do. Now, what you guys need to understand is that YouTubers that are making the videos that is only completely negative, two negatives actually make negative times the negatives are positive. You're constantly doing these negatives. There's going to be positives that's going to come out. You're actually going to go ahead and jinx the whole system. Now, again, if John is guilty, look, he will have to serve time. Now, has there been any other companies that were in the same situation? You have to look at this. Now, there's the prosecution and there's the defense. Great story. You found your case, okay? The prosecution has a lot of information, a lot of ammo to go on. The defense is going to go ahead and do their case too. Just keep in mind, they're not going to go ahead and just let it all just ride and say, okay, you're guilty or whatever. They're going to come with ammunition and see if they can go ahead and win the case. It's going to be a tough road. It's going to be really, really tough. Another thing is that the companies that CEOs, let's say, for example, if it goes in that direction that most people are trying to call on, which, again, innocent and proven guilty, the company CEO that went to jail, there was Health South. Their CEO went to jail. The company still exists, all right, and is making millions, all right. There is Tyco. Tyco, same situation. The CEO went to jail. The company is still making millions, all right, billions of dollars. Computer Associates, similar thing. CEO went to jail. All of these CEOs went to jail. The company still exists. Martha Stewart. Most of you guys here in the United States, Martha Stewart, stock brokerage, trader, was charged for inside trading by the SEC. Proven, served time, company still exists. All right? Another company, Rite Aid, same thing. All right? They end up coming out of jail, the company still exists. And the last one is Quest. Quest, similar situation. So you have to look to see if this is only happening to the Safemoon or whatever. There's history here. Now, some of those companies, what Safemoon can do, number one, not only that they go ahead and promote and put a COO in place, what would most likely happen? As you guys have seen what's happening with FTX right now, FTX is actually going to be rebooted. They might go ahead and change the name, okay? What can happen with Safemoon is that because of the name has so much stigma to it, all right, but a bunch of negativity, they can rebrand the company. Give it a new name, okay? Give it a new name. Everybody that's actually a holder on Safemoon could be grandfathered in and moved over. Or under that same name, all your tokens go over. So whoever takes the helm and be the structure of Safemoon, because right now, John, it's more of a laissez-faire effect. For those who means hands off, he cannot touch anything Safemoon at all. Anything digital he cannot touch because he will be put back into incarceration, and we'll see what's going to happen after 2 p.m. So right now, Safemoon most likely is going to be looking for a leader to go ahead and get these things done. So remember, there's a vacuum. There's scrambling. There's a reputation. There's legal costs. There's a holder's concern. There's the regulatory scrutiny. And there's also the price falling. All these things happen. But that is the things that happen in these cases. But it doesn't mean that the entity itself is going to fail. The fact that Safemoon went ahead and released a bill for the Safemoon wallet means that they're still moving forward. Okay? The entity, the corporation is separate from John. Okay? You can sue John, but you cannot sue the company. All right? Different tax laws. All right? It's under a different tax bracket. And the fact that they have employees and things that are happening, this is what they're doing to actually keep it going. So we got the build for the Safemoon wallet. We've seen there's some improvements inside there. And yes, we do understand what could potentially be the Safemoon exchange and the blockchain coming to the end of this year. So you guys think with us for a minute. because I had a long time to think and rationalize what's actually happening with Safemoon from a logistics standpoint, from a corporate standpoint, from a legal standpoint, what's happening. It can go in many different directions. There has been nothing in the document that Safemoon is actually going to be dissolved. Okay? And this is the reason why I give you guys history on the companies where, let's say the CEO was to go to prison for a few years. There are still companies that exist today. So this is what I want you guys to think of, is that for those of you that are still holding on to Safemoon, like myself, there's still a chance. This is not hypocrisy. This is not misleading. This is not irresponsible. This is called investing. And this is called taking risk. Because that's why I keep telling you guys, the higher the risk, the greater the reward. A lot of people don't see this. And the fact that Warren Buffett made that statement, okay, that is wise, okay, for investors to be fearful while others are greedy. There is a lot of fear, all right? A lot of people are really concerned about their monies that they put in that is going down to roughly zero, all right? But then again, you have me on the other hand, seeing all of those people that are putting on those YouTube videos, and yes, it looks pretty terrible, that, your investment is actually going down to zero. Yes, that is when I come in, because while you are really, really fearful, I am going to dive in and go ahead and triple my buy. So I just want you guys to hold on that for a minute. So that is some of the key things you need to know when it comes to Safemoon. So the price right now is 4077. Bitcoin is around at $36,000 mark. And, the bull run is actually happening right in the front of our eyes. We see everything actually going. ADA, we see XRP, we see Ethereum. Everything is going. The show is now starting. Can Safemoon catapult and get on that train compared to with the other altcoins? So if you're liking this videos, guys, like, share, subscribe, get the word out. I am the lone wolf. There is nobody else talking about Safemoon in this rationalized, structured manner of that potentially the company could be rebranded. If the CEO is incarcerated and don't win the case, we totally get that. We can live with that. But the entity itself will live on. And your monies that you invest today, given the fact that the price is 407s, you can pick up a tremendous, again, not financial. And this is the reason why I invest, because I see an opportunity. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys. Again, like, share, subscribe. And until I see you guys again, you guys have a wonderful day and peace.